TikTokers who got exposed as predators. Hey, I can't lie, bro. Being a TikToker or influencer and just doing anything regarding, you having a child fan base, bro, is sick, bro. It's disgusting. You know what? Just doing anything with a fucking child is disgusting, bro. And honestly, I hope y'all fucking die. Genuinely. But hey, we'll get right to the video, y'all boys, man. Hey, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, y'all boys. Hey, if y'all know a predator, beat their ass for me. Hey, I'll see y'all boys in the video.
From Zoe Laverne breaking down on camera.
Guys, please stop hating on me. I didn't do anything.
To David being exposed during a live stream.
It's controversial of kids.
Here are 7 TikTokers who got exposed as predators.
7?
Starting with David, who went from one of Gen Z's top rising artists to a certified PDF after several disturbing allegations came to light. In September 2025,
Disgusting.
David's loved reputation would be called into question after a shocking discovery was uncovered.
Body was found inside an impounded Tesla registered to the singer who goes by the stage name David. Los Angeles investigators identifying the remains as 15-year-old Celeste Rivas.
And while the initial report seemed unclear, that confusion quickly turned into horror when it turned out that the girl was 14-year-old Celeste Rivers, who had been missing since May 2024. Now, with people desperate to piece things together, it wasn't long before an old schoolmate came forward with a shocking revelation that would change everything. This guy is a PDF file. From what I've heard, my sister, who is now in 9th grade, told me that he was dating an 8th grader. Let's call her C, and she would go on trips with him to LA. They're all in 9th grade now, and it turns out C's friend knew, and he would pay them to keep their mouth shut. However, this revelation was just the beginning, as not long after, leaked Discord chats surfaced exposing shocking conversations that proved 19-year-old David had been secretly involved with Celeste as far back as 2022. On top of this,
you know what's actually crazy about that whole situation, that little ass, ordeal and shit, is the fact that, like, bro, he genuinely used to post her and take her to, like, shows and shit. So basically, he's showing her off, but he's using that, disguise that, like, nobody knows what she is, for real, because she's in 8th grade. She's in 8th grade, either 8th or 9th grade. And it's just weird. And it's like, that he kind of put that into, effect and put that into play. Especially the fact that nobody knew her or anything. It's like, it's disgusting, bro. It's disgusting.
private photos and videos of the two together also began to leak online, including a disturbing clip from one of David's live streams where Celeste herself called him out as a PDF file.
I media trained you. That's controversial.
It's controversial of kids.
Really good.
Okay,
It's been a good one. Bye.
You know what's actually crazy about, like, shit like that? Like, that's how you know, like, how did nobody from that live, how did nothing blow up from that live? It's...
Bye, guys.
Mwah, 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 mwah. Oh my! Delete everything. Delete everything. Everything goes. Everything goes. Everything.
But it wasn't just old chats and photos that caught people's attention, as fans began to notice a disturbing pattern after it was discovered he'd released his song Romantic Homicide on September 7th, Celeste's birthday, and even allegedly had an unreleased song called Oh Celeste.
Oh Celeste, the girl with my name tattooed on her chest.
Bro wrote bars so good he's behind them. Oh Celeste, you're the reason I'm under arrest. But despite these jokes, things got even worse after fans would uncover a dark and twisted side to his music with a very suspicious remark he made during a Genius interview about his popular song, Romantic Homicide.
So what inspired the hook, In the Back of My Mind You Died, is kind of like the storytelling aspect of the lyrics that came before it, in a way that it builds up to the big moment where she died in the back of my mind. Like, I didn't kill her physically, but in the back of my mind, she died.
He had to make sure everybody knew it was in the back of his mind. Additionally, it was found out that David had a freaky obsession with gore, which was not only shown through his own Discord messages, but also his unsettling use of a casket during his shows. This was even seen in his music videos, where he could be seen stuffing a body into the back of a car and visually murdering a girl in one of his animation videos, which fans immediately called out. This is sick. Every single song, even his tour, it's almost as if his whole career has been built around his obsession with murdering this poor girl. In every music video with a girl, she always has curly hair and is always dressed like Celeste. He's done. As of today, no arrest has been made, with police still investigating everything to determine whether charges will be filed.
I hope that shit just
he has canceled his Withered World tour. Several brands quickly cut ties with him, and in mid-September 2025, he transferred ownership of 2 Texas properties to his mother. But while David has stayed completely silent about the entire situation, TikTok star Zoe Laverne would do the exact opposite, making a shocking admission. With over 21 million followers, Zoe
wasn't
first
she
became a
dating
viral
like
sensation after her
13-year-olds or
transition from
14-year-olds?
Musical.ly to TikTok, where she became known for her lip-sync videos and viral dance trends. However, this glossy image wouldn't last long, as in October 2020, she'd be exposed for something truly disturbing. Since this was a kiss between 19-year-old Zoe and Connor Joyce, who was aged 31 backwards at the time, the internet was left in outrage. If this doesn't sicken you, imagine if it were a 13-year-old girl and a 19-year-old man. But despite the clear evidence and the backlash
that is true,
Zoe would then go on to try and gaslight her fans.
I am 19 years old and I know better than to do anything with a 13-year-old minor. My career is set on minors. I wouldn't do something like that ever in my entire life. Connor, you wanna come over here? Connor is my best friend. He's 13. That's all he is to me.
Even going as far as switching tactics.
Why are we best friends with 13-year-olds? Like, genuinely, you gotta think about it, bro. 13-year-olds are 6th grade. No, yeah. So it's either 7th grade or 6th grade. Bro, what could you do as somebody that graduated high school? What could you do with a 6th grader or 7th grader? There's nothing else. There's no such thing as best friends, because y'all can't, co-align whenever it comes to, like, certain experiences, memories, anything. Like, what the fuck? Nah, bro. Lock her up, bro. I did not know this. Lock her up, bro.
To portray herself as the real victim.
Guys, please stop hating on me. I didn't do anything. So can you please just leave me alone?
But if Zoe thought her tears...
Shut up, bitch. Damn.
...would calm the backlash, she was completely wrong, as even more incriminating evidence began to surface. And as the evidence continued to pile up, in November 2020, Zoe was forced to admit the truth.
I'm tired of the bullshit. I'm tired of getting me put down because I'm a girl and I have feelings and I have a sensitive heart. So I'm not doing it anymore. I'm done. I kissed a minor. Yeah, that's awful and should have not happened, but I got help and took accountability for it.
Following this, 5 years later, a now 18-year-old Connor would finally resurface to share his side of the story.
My name is Connor, and at the age of 13, I was statutory R-worded by a popular TikTok influencer. In June, she did kiss me. She did start to get more personal. She would try to seclude me off from my friends, from my family, try to get me away.
And despite the serious accusations, shockingly, Zoe remains active online, posting content and engaging with fans as if nothing had ever happened. I don't understand why a lot of people don't hold female predators accountable. It's disgusting. The fact that people can get away with stuff like this because of their fame is a big problem on the internet. But unlike Zoe, who got away with her heinous crimes, influencer Lovely Peaches would face a much worse fate after betraying her very own child. First launching her channel back in 2019, Brittany Johnson, aka Lovely Peaches, would quickly gain fame for her chaotic videos. However, in 2020, Peaches would take things way too far after making this deeply disturbing statement about her 2-year-old daughter.
I'm about to cut my baby! I'm gonna cut my baby's neck!
And just when the internet thought her threats toward her own daughter couldn't get any more shocking, Peaches would take things to a sickening level.
I do have plans for my baby. I've literally been talking to all type of pimps and traffickers. I'm literally trying to get this whole pimp out. Like, my daughter is worthless, and I want her to grow up knowing that she's worthless and that I never loved her. But the thing is, I also plan on her by the time she even gets old enough.
This girl is legit crazy. She needs to be...
Nah, nigga, what? Nigga, come on. You gotta think about it like this, bro. You telling your daughter what bitches be doing at the age of 30, having 5 kids, and this is their only, source of income, gang. This shit is illegal. This shit is not the 1980s no more. What the fuck? You said you trying to make sure your daughter know that you didn't love her. Nigga, just give your daughter up. Just, bro, give her to an orphanage or something, bro. Nigga, what the fuck the baby do? Nigga, the baby it was just born, nigga. The fuck?
Locked up. But although people started to call her out for this disgusting behavior, Peach's response only made things worse.
Okay, so y'all hate it, y'all worry about Cora, that's my baby. I gave birth to that big foreheaded mole rat looking hoe. That's my kid, my property, I gave birth to that. Stop hating. Unfollow.
Following this, Peach's troublesome behavior would only cross into even darker territory when she began targeting a then underage Charlie D'Amelio.
If y'all know where Charlie is located, leave her location in the comments below because I paid this grown man to Charlie's
Shockingly, this behavior went unchecked for years until 2020, when she was finally banned from all social media platforms, and Child Protective Services soon followed, removing her daughter and placing her under the protective care of her grandmother. I'm a 22-year-old woman who doesn't even like kids, and I'd rather take that child than leave it with her. Guys, you need to stop calling her Peaches. It's disrespectful to fruits. Since then, Lovely Peaches has tried to reinvent herself as Lovely Peaches Music 100 with her latest songs and videos, but the damage has already been done. Much like Seabot, who lost his entire platform after openly sharing his disgusting behavior. In early 2025, Seabot first gained recognition on social media for his deeply disturbing content.
But it's because I like you dunce. Get that through your head.
But as the outrage surrounding his content grew, Seabot only doubled down, pushing the boundaries further by releasing creepy videos targeting kindergartners. Following this, it didn't take long before other creators started calling him out.
Cut this loser. This is all this nigga count, by the way. This nigga is genuinely one of the biggest weirdos on TikTok. I can't believe I'm giving this nigga attention, but someone has to speak up about this. My are disgusting. Like, dead serious. This nigga's talking about CP, grape, kindergartners, every video.
Eventually, this led the internet to begin mass reporting his account, forcing TikTok to ban him from the platform. However, this didn't stop Seabot, as almost immediately he resurfaced under a new account and made a questionable apology video.
Guys, this is a very serious video. Some things have been posted about me, and I would like to address, and I'm looking you right in the eye when I say this. I am not sorry. I'm not. I want my cut. I want my cut. I want my cut. I want my cut.
To make matters worse, he then went on to accuse his viewers of projecting their insecurities on him.
Yo, only reason y'all are mad is because y'all are pedos yourselves and you just don't want to admit it. Me making jokes has you feeling insecure, and your true selves are coming out by projecting.
But that rage bait remark was one of the worst decisions he could have made, as not long after, he'd find himself doxxed by an internet mob.
All the information of the dude who made the video talking about kindergartners and CP has been found. We need to rejoice! And when I say all his information, I mean everything. His job at Domino's was found. His house was found.
His social security number was found.
Bro, how is that even possible? I mean, detectives on TikTok have more software and are doing a better job
than the CIA themselves.
Bro, this is crazy. But they found his phone number, his credit card, and honestly, I just want to thank whoever did this, bro, because you saved a little girl's life. Because, I mean, this dude has a baby sister who is a
minor.
And he was making all of these videos, bro. Who knows what type of freak Diddy type of time and he would have been doing with her behind the scenes. I mean, this dude's whole account was dedicated to talking about CP,
That
bro.
shit's
It couldn't
weird,
have been a joke.
bro.
And talking about some, bro, it's just rage bait.
It's just rage bait.
You literally look dumb, bro. Like, even talking about it in general couldn't have been rage bait, but the fact that he made like 10, 15 posts about this is just crazy. And TikTok has finally took his account down. TikTok finally put in work, but they can't make creators actually be able to speak to them. So, I mean, you know, I guess a win in some direction is good.
PDF's getting too comfortable in society. Digital footprint is cooked. Since then, Seabot's account has been terminated, with his reputation being cemented as one of TikTok's worst predators. But while Seabot's presence was short-lived, Buday's disgusting behavior would leave a lasting impact on the platform. Real name Budday Haynes first rose to popularity on TikTok for his weird videos in which he'd often act as a TikTok bad boy.
What girls really look for in a guy? You don't have to be funny. Hell, you don't even have to be really that good looking. What they really want is they want a Batman in the streets and a Joker in the sheets.
But what started out as cringy, harmless videos quickly took a dark turn when he began posting disturbing TikTok duets with girls who looked underage. And when viewers started calling him out for this disturbing behavior, Buday didn't take it quietly, going on the offensive.
To my haters, all you're doing is fueling the fire. When you comment, like my stuff, follow me, and react to my videos trying to down me, you're just making it worse for you. So, do yourself a favor, block me.
Things would then die down for a while, but during this time behind the scenes, something much darker was brewing, as on October 2nd, 2018, a TikToker by the name Bethoji would accuse him of inappropriate behavior with underage fans.
Buddy Buday talks to girls from the ages of like 12 to 15. He messages them on Instagram with very videos and lewd messages and pictures, etc. A group of people, including myself, called him out on it, and now law enforcement is taking over.
And once the creator called him out, it wasn't long before it caught the attention of another YouTuber, Jay Aubrey, who had gathered some disturbing evidence.
Why don't you just send me something? Well, it's like blowing a kiss or something. If you don't want to, that's fine. Maybe next week we can meet, or just meet you and see you honestly. Maybe meet in Nashville or something. Oops, may I be honest? Yeah, sure, haha. I sent those videos because I'm sorta turned on and wanted to tease you.
He would then go on to reveal some of the unsettling videos Buday had sent to these girls. Following this, Buday would turn off the comments and
Nah, my nigga, something's wrong with you. What the fuck is, like, genuinely, you built like a fucking Papa Smurf. What the fuck is wrong with you, dude? You fat, but you overly under. You a overly under nigga, bro. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is wrong with you? Genuinely, like, why are we talking about underage kids? Why are we duetting underage kids? Come on, bro. It's a certain shit you do as an adult, and certain shit you don't do as an adult. You are a grown ass man, bro. Act like a grown ass man, bro. Come on, bro.
Disappear from TikTok only to reappear just months later with another video.
That's right, ladies and gentlemen. Buday is back. For those that missed me, I'm sorry. For those that were being haters while I was gone, it's okay. You do you, boo. I just take a little mini vacation from TikTok just to kind of cool myself off from all the...
And although he returned like nothing had ever happened, things were only going to get much worse for him, as he'd soon fall into the trap of a YouTuber called Activist Plug, who would spend 3 months catfishing him into believing he was chatting with an underage girl, eventually leading Buday to agree to meet up in person with this imaginary girl.
Not meeting somebody?
No.
Yeah?
No. Don't meet anybody. Just hanging out.
Just hanging out?
Just hanging out, man.
Damn.
Just, they joined the pond.
So you don't know anyone by the name of Cat?
No. I don't know anybody named Cat.
You weren't meeting anyone here by 6?
No.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
His story is even more creepy when you realize he used to be a substitute teacher. Let that sink in. Bro is the white EDP. Following the widespread backlash and multiple exposés, Buday's TikTok account was finally banned, and he has since disappeared from the public eye.
That's crazy, bro. TikTok will do so much shit to my video. I'll fucking be trying to fucking post a clip. And it won't even be a clip of fucking something crazy. Just be a clip. You get copyrighted, get fucking terminated, speech, and all that shit. Like, bro, you letting predators stay on this shit for months on months. You let niggas that talk about kindergartners stay on here. You're talking about me violating it just because it has a few cuss words in the fucking video? The fuck? This nigga is like, bro, come on, bro.
A sharp contrast to TikTok star Tony Lopez, who is still active on the platform despite several disturbing allegations. Once one of TikTok's breakout stars, Tony Lopez soon blew up on TikTok for his viral dance videos, earning an impressive following of over 22.9 million followers. However, this success would all come crashing down after a TikToker came forward claiming Tony had sent her inappropriate messages.
Okay, so Tony Lopez tried to take advantage of a 15-year-old girl. So this is a screen recording of him trying to get her Snapchat. That's his account. Here's some screenshots of the things that he would send her.
So it says here in this recording, what are you doing, baby? Baby, please suck all the out of me. Babe, I'm watching the baby at the moment, she says.
Right here in this screenshot, the story that he was replying to was about her 16th birthday, and he said, "Oh, you young." And then afterward, he continues to flirt with her and talk about how he wants to do things with her.
And as the first accusation spread online, things only got worse for Tony as more girls stepped forward, revealing more disturbing messages. Damn, I'm 19. Why you gotta be so young, LOL? Ha ha ha, what's your snap? Show me your boobs. And with the allegations piling up and public scrutiny mounting, by early 2021, the controversy reached a tipping point when two girls officially filed a lawsuit claiming he knew they were underage at the time he pursued them. Now back into a corner, Tony would immediately apologize.
As a young man, take accountability and responsibility for my actions and know that they were wrong. Understand how I feel. I have to understand this and learn from it.
However, as you can imagine, this apology wasn't.
Damn. He said, yeah, you know, my fault, you know, shit happens. I mean, you know, shit, it ain't my fault. It ain't my fault. Like, bro, what the fuck was that? What the fuck was that? Like, you just bullshitted. You just literally just threw your ass in a circle, literally in a round ass circle, and just confused us. You just shit it and you just hit us with a juke, nigga. Like, what the fuck was that? Come on. I don't know, bro. I don't know. Something wrong with you fucking influencer niggas, bro. I don't know if I want to be an influencer anymore, bro. You niggas touch kids, bro.
Well received, but in the end, a law firm eventually announced that Lopez and the girls had quietly reached a settlement. As a Lopez, we don't own him anymore. We're passing him to the Rodriguezes. Tony Lopez walks into Hype House. Chris Hansen, why don't you take a seat right over there? Since then, Tony continues to post on social media, but his reputation has taken a serious hit, much like TikToker D-Kane, whose online persona fell apart after his dirty secrets came to light. Best known as an Edgar, D-Kane became famous through his wannabe gangster personality. However, on August 20th, 2024, this personality would catch up with him after a TikToker by the name Pancho exposed him for texting illicit messages to underage girls.
So this is where D-Kane reaches out to the girl. The white toe's doing it for me. Vids of them need the vids right now. And then the girl said, just to prove his baby mama wasn't lying. He was desperate for those damn pata pics. Sheesh Louise. And then right here she sent the screen recording so you guys know it's legit. Clicks on the profile. There you go. And then I asked if there was more. She said, I don't. This guy just reacted to my story out of nowhere. I didn't even know who he was at the time. I'm 61 backwards, by the way.
Following this, more disturbing details would be revealed by his girlfriend.
So let me say this, because some girls sometimes like to lie. So was Mr. Confuzzled about your age?
No, that was never. People keep saying that. No, literally, I literally asked him how old he was, and he was like, go look at my famous birthday. So I did, and then it said 20. I was like, you're 20. Oh, I was like, oh, I'm 16. He was like, okay, that doesn't matter.
That doesn't matter? Yes, the fuck it do. Yes, the fuck it do. What be wrong with you niggas, man? You niggas make me not want to be an influencer or do nothing anymore. You niggas is pedos. The fuck is wrong? Like, what the fuck? Do you niggas just become influencers just to start touching kids? You know, I know what it is. You niggas was pedos before, but you niggas want to gain kids following so that way I can start fucking with kids. Start fucking with more kids. Something wrong with y'all. Nasty bitch.
As long as we don't tell anybody, you're gonna be an adult anyway. So that's what he said.
And even after going for someone so
You'd
young,
be an adult
despite
anyways.
being 20 at the time, D. Kane would go on to request disturbing images from these girls while he was still with his girlfriend.
So you were saying that so basically he cheated on you with other quinceañeras?
Yeah.
Other younger girls? Younger than you, basically, allegedly?
Like a year or two. There's actually screenshots that I have when I was with him. I was laying next to him, and girls were arguing with me. And a freshman girl, that's a freshman,
Yeah.
that literally just became a freshman, and his 23-year-old ass was asking a girl for feet pictures. Yeah.
But just when it seemed
Freshman is
D. Kane couldn't sink
14.
any lower, he was then accused of his own grandma.
He beats not only on females, he beats on his grandparents actually too. His grandma.
The abuelitos?
Yeah, those charges.
Abuela.
Oh, look at my charges. 2 of those charges are from his grandma and his grandpa for stabbing them.
Finally, when confronted about these disturbing allegations, his in-denial attitude only rubbed fans the wrong way.
So then, what's the whole situation about you calling another girl wifey and she's 51 backwards?
Again, I don't talk to nobody. I only talk to my girl and my homeboys.
Following this, on July 16th, 2025, D. Kane was arrested in Texas and charged with possession of child porn with intent to distribute, earning...
These are children. These are children. These are children, bro. Bro, you have child corn and you're over the age of 20. And you're just weird, bro. Like, I'm not even saying just because of the fact that you're 20, you have child corn. But I'm saying you're 20 and you have child corn. Having child corn, first of all, is weird. Nigga, it's weird. You're weird. If you even have videos of anybody else, you're weird. Yourself, I could understand, you know, maybe if you got a consenting partner. You gotta have a consenting partner, bro. Man, bro, what be wrong with y'all, bro? You niggas be weird, man.
Backlash from the entire internet. PDF charges, false claiming gang membership, and being 5'1". He may be cooked if he goes to prison. The 13 on his face was not his gang affiliation, it was his age limit. Pocket-sized PDF, ultimately leaving D. Kane's reputation ruined forever.
That nigga dies. I hope you... Hey. Honestly, I can't even say stuff like that. I can't even say it, bro. But hey, that's it for the video, y'all, bro. Hope y'all have a good rest of y'all day, bro. This shit is weird. Hey, stay safe. Don't talk to people. The max is 2 years younger than you. The max. That's max. That's max. It's max. 2. Nothing lower, nothing higher. 2 years older than you and 2 years younger than you. Have a good rest of y'all day, brodies. Deuces.